Coach Jaleesa Harper, big win tonight against Mount Olive in 4 sets. Just opening thoughts.
No, I'm really proud of my team. We prepared a lot for this game. We knew it would be tough. We always battle with Mount Olive, and I think what I'm most proud of is we executed a lot of what we worked on in practice yesterday. We really, really worked hard, and I challenged them a little bit yesterday as well as on the mental side of things, and I think that translated into the game from our energy. And we wanted to win, and we played the win tonight, so I'm just excited about our overall performance.
You guys played in really close sets throughout, and a lot of them were up and down, having to come from behind. It was kind of a similar matchup last week in one of your wins, but just talk about how the team has been able to, fight through adversity through, some of these sets this season.
Yeah, I think it's just our open dialogue in practice and the things that we talk about to try to make sure we're all on the same page, not just from what we're doing on the court, but where we are mentally. And that's something that we've been working on. I think that's something we can continue to improve on. But I think tonight we really show what we're capable of when we're all on the same page defensively and our execution. So I think even when we were behind, it's just, telling children, calm down, we're fine, just simplify the game as much as possible, and that's what we try to do tonight.
Questions from the crowd?
Got a question for Coach. Coming out of that timeout in the 4th set down 18-16, what did you kind of say to the team to keep them motivated and ultimately win the game?
Don't try to do too much. Just simplify. Again, like I just said, just simplify the game. I think, when the game is tense and we're up 2-1, so it's more about not putting pressure on ourselves, but making sure that we're just playing our game, our ball, our pace, and I think that's what we did. It came down to our defense. We had a season high of 11 blocks tonight. That's something we also talked about. So the defensive side of the ball is why we were able to pull out those sets.
This one's for Katie. 43 assists tonight, 16 digs, handful of blocks. How did it feel out there tonight?
It felt
a huge game.
Yeah, it felt great. I mean, back to what Coach Jay said, just talking about executing the game plan, through the tough practices that we've had, we've been able to grow confidence and grow trust in each other, just knowing that pass is going to be there, knowing that whatever hitter I put the ball up to, that they're going to execute it, they're going to hit the spots that we talked about, and they're going to put the ball down ultimately, so it felt pretty good.
With this win streak, you now have 4 consecutive games with 40 or more assists. Just talk about how maybe the team is hot, but also how your playing has been, just getting better and better by each match.
Yeah, I mean, I owe it all to my teammates. Obviously Vanya's a beast over there. I credit her a lot, but, all of our other hitters, we're growing connections as the season goes on. Even the middles, I can trust. I can hear them, and they're talking really loudly. They're wanting the ball. They want to put the ball down. They talk to me, and, I just have trust that they're going to put the ball down, so I just owe it all to them.
Question for Vanya. Kind of goes the same for you during this win streak. For the last 4 games now, you've had 20 or more kills and 11 or more digs in each of those games. Again, is it just maybe you guys are all heating up at the right time, or is it just maybe credit to teammates?
I think obviously it's the credit to my teammates, but I think it's also the mindset. Even when we're down, I know before there is at least 1% of that we might lose this game. While I feel now, even when we're down, we know what we need to do, and there's no point in the game where anyone is scared that we're gonna lose or anything. So,
this can be for any of you, for Bonnie or Katie. You guys have played in a lot of close matches with Mount Olive. Is it fun, or is it maybe a little stressful, or a little bit of both? I mean, these last now 4 matches have all been decided really, really close.
I think overall it's just fun. I mean, it brings out that competitive side in you. Games that are blowouts are great, but at the same time, games where you're neck and neck, where you have to keep your composure, you have to focus on every single time that you touch the ball, better the ball. It just brings out your competitive side in everybody, so it's a blast. It's really fun.
Coach, you guys have won now 5 in a row. Just talk about how the team has really started to click here over the end of September, now going into October.
Yeah, we just know what stage we're in. We talk about the different stages that we go through during season, and we know going into October is crunch time as far as, putting ourselves in a good position as we, postseason will be here before we know it. So it's more about taking it a game at a time, and then hopefully by the time we look up, we'll be right back in position, competing for another championship. Obviously, there's a lot of more volleyball to play, but I think we just understand the seriousness. And, October, it can be long. It's a lot of games in a short period of time, being on the road, being home. Season gets long, so I think we just are taking things a day at a time and understanding, we know where we want to be. And we've had conversations over the last couple of weeks about where we want to be. We have to practice like it, and I think it's just been translating into games.
Yeah, to add to that question for Vanya and Katie, just sort of describe over the past few games what the chemistry and communication's been like.
You want to go?
Honestly, going back to that trust thing, like we talk about non-negotiables all the time in our practices. We talk about things that, we can't waver on, things that are expected of us even on our worst days. So just knowing the expectations that we have from each other and building that trust, like I said, just having that communication, having that fire, it just helps us in every single game.
I agree. I would like to add that I think what helped us is the fact that everyone started doing their job. I think before, that's where the lack of trust was coming from. But like I said before, we had a lot of talks, and I think now everyone is, I'm going to say, having that, winning mentality, and everyone knows, what we expect, what Coach Jay expects from this team and what we expect from each other, so.
All right, that's all I got. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.